Hello everyone. Hello. Welcome to a new live stream. So let's see what's going on in the crypto market. Not the crypto, actually, it's the stock market today. Let me welcome all of you. Koraya, welcome. Hungo, S Bright, Arcane, Shianzu, and P-Doc. Welcome everyone. So let's see what do we have today. And of course we have our list for usual. As usual, we have our list for the main list, I would say, NASDAQ, gold, silver, SPX, Nvidia, Tesla. And we're going to take a look also at Apple and take, of course, your special request. So we start with Koraya. Hello, KG. Could you please review Pepsi? Yes, we can see Pepsi. Hungo, hi KG, glad to see you back. Thank you, buddy. I'm glad also to be back and miss you all. You please have a look at LMND. All right, here we go. And ACLS, if we have time, yes, just to leave some space for everyone. S Bright, hello, buddy. I'm doing well. I hope you do the same. Palantir, yes, Palantir, interesting to take a look. It has been a while for Palantir, so we need to take a look at it. Arcane MP is already there. You can choose something else if you want. Shianzu, Pep already on the list. Yes, it is also on the list. Pepsi. So P-Dog asking for FMC. Here we go. FMC, you're very welcome. Hello, Kobe. Nice to see you, buddy. Adira. Welcome. Hello. All right, guys. So let's start with our usual timing here for NASDAQ. So we're going to start at 11:30. All right, so for NASDAQ, yesterday we have mentioned, of course, just to remind you, where are we from this move toward the upside first? We're still, of course, in a 1-2, wave 3, 4, and a 5. The wave 5 is still unfolding for 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 again. And this final wave 5 is still unfolding potentially in several 1-2s. Why? Because yesterday we explained that we cannot finish here just like that. And we drop down. It's kind of like after this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the wave 5 is obviously not finished. It has to be finished in an impulse, 5 waves, or in a diagonal, right? Currently, when we were in double 1, 2, wave 3, wave 4, invalidation, it has interfered with the zone 1, meaning this is not an impulse, all of it anymore. It gives us, of course, a signal that we are in several or multiple 1-2s here. Now, with this multiple 1-2s, on the 2 hours chart, we see, of course, that after a 1-2 here, I mentioned that we need, of course, to see higher prices from there, right? And this is exactly what we saw. We start to see a wave 3. Oh, I lost the OBS. Why? Okay, we're back. Okay, I hope you are hearing me. I hope that you can hear me, guys. I think OBS was disconnected for a while. Just let me know if you can hear me again. Can you hear me, guys? Chat, can you hear me? I think it's back. Yes, I think it's back. Yes, thank you, Shanzu. All right, so basically, I was explaining that we were in double 1-2, and of course, the wave 3 has been given until invalidation wave 4. That means, of course, this cannot be considered as an impulse toward the upside, meaning turning here in several 1-2s. Today in the Discord, I mentioned that, of course, if we take the 25K 430, because we are in 1-2-3 here, wave 4 did not took the invalidation of bullish. And that means, of course, we're still looking for higher. That is very nice signal from today. Yeah, so we didn't took the invalidation. We're still looking for higher. This is corrective. This small part is corrective, not invalidated. This is a wave 3, 4, and a 5. We continue for higher prices. And that means, yes, we are very likely in several 1, 2, wave 3, 4, 5, 4, 5 to unfold towards the upside. Because if we took the invalidation, this will transform to something very, very, very complex, okay? Which is unusual, all right? Unusual to drop down, guys, because if we drop down there, we have to take this as three waves down and kind of like three waves up, which it give us a potential of expanding flat wave B, which is not possible. Yeah, very, very high wave B, right? And yeah, so and you didn't finish an impulse there, so you need to finish five waves. It is kind of like mandatory to finish a five waves up, and of course we're gonna see a 4-5 unless something as diagonal is unfolding. Now it can be possible that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave A, wave B. But again, when you have a wave C here, 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, what is your 4-5 wave C? The wave C has to be also 5 waves up. So even as diagonal is impossible somehow. Therefore, the only choice that we left with is several 1-2s, guys. I'm still looking for the same target, 1.618, 27K 700, or 27K, I would say, or rounded, the minimum target. And that might be the case because you might have an extended wave 1 here, by the way. This is your extended wave 1, 2, and wave 3 might be shorter, meaning the uncommon target 1.27. Wave 4 sideways, since you have a very deep correction. As alternation, you might get a sideways triangle, for example, without invalidation, and then continuation for 5 towards the upside. So this is what I'm expecting for NASDAQ here, guys. We're gonna see. Yep. So, right. Okay, guys. That's it for NASDAQ. Hello, Free Minds. Hello, Green Emerald. I'm the only one who doesn't hear some words. Right. Okay, maybe something related to the connection. But I think we're okay because now it says the signal is excellent from my side. So everything looks good so far. I just got a spike, maybe, and it has, yeah, it has disconnected for a few seconds. Hello, Solitarios. Nice to see you, buddy. All right, guys. So let's move for SPX. For SPX, it is the same scenario. We didn't get any kind of invalidation. We're still looking for higher here very nicely, right? No invalidation. This is an invalidation of bullish, not taken. And obviously, this has ended up corrective here. Nothing is impulsive, as you can see, interfering. And of course, we continue up impulsively again, right? We see some impulse here unfolding toward the upside, and this is exactly what we would like to see. A 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Your wave 5 is unfolding as 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 again. Your wave 5, or the final wave 5, is several 1, 2, 1, 2, and a bigger 1, 2, and a wave 3 to unfold for higher prices. The precision for the target here can be given at 1.27. Wow, in confluence, exactly at the 1-to-1 7,000. Okay, yeah, we're looking definitely for this area, for the 7K, guys, for SPX for the first time in history. So it's very, very interesting, a very new high. And 7K might be, of course, the next target. And that because, of course, you have an extended wave 1 here. You might have a short wave 3, 4, 5, 4, 5 towards the upside, guys. So I believe that the market, despite what you hear in the news, guys, I don't see it yet. Okay. Of course, I don't know if you hear the same what I hear, but I hear that there is a lot of fear in the market from the US stock. But this is totally different what I see on the chart. Totally different. I see more bullish. Actually, I see more bullish and a stronger bullish scenario. Very interesting. So yeah, next target might be, of course, we're looking for the 7K and above it, guys. All right. We might reach the extended blue box here, definitely. This is a signal that we might move to this area, guys. 7,500 can be the extended wave 5. Yes, definitely can be. The 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And then dropping down. But everything so far looking very nice and very bullish still. Yeah, I would say. All right, so let's move on with the gold. Let's see the chat first. How you know? This is Elliott wave. This is exactly Elliott wave. Um, yeah, as I mentioned, that there is no way to be corrective here. Okay, you cannot be corrective. All scenarios have failed except only the several one twos. Very simple. Okay, so this is why I think so, because you cannot be in a wave B. So if when you go corrective, you have to go W, X, and a Y, or A, B, and a C. Now, both case scenario, wave B or wave X, this is too high for it. If you take the wave W or wave A here, this is too high. It cannot be. And when you become too high, that means, of course, there is a lot of bullish sentiments in the market. When you break the 1.38, which is over there, yeah, so it's so far broken, and strong bullish sentiments, and you cannot take like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave 5 longer than wave 1. So to count it 1, 2, you cannot take also like ABC expanding flat. You cannot take anything rather than just several 1, 2s. That's why. Yep. So these are the possibilities here for both. Let's see the gold, guys. For the gold, we are in 21 minutes. 21. Indicators on the long term are long way from a change in trend. Needs 6 months from here, in my opinion. If you're talking very long, you're talking about the daily maybe, or the weekly even, but you are already in the high here. Yes, I mean the indicators. You cannot really take so much on it, but what the indicators can do is that it can confirm or give you much more confidence for your script, for your scenario. For example, if you want me to dive a little bit deeper in the indicators here for MACD and the RSI, sorry for the gold, guys, we're coming back. But okay, for example, for the weekly here, yes, you are already in the top and the oversold, right? But that doesn't mean I always look at both together, the MACD and the RSI. It doesn't mean that you might break down directly, okay? It can range a little bit here for the weekly, yes, while you're getting higher prices, okay? And very higher prices. It still can range, it doesn't matter. What makes me more confident that yes, it might range for longer time a little bit, but not 6 months, but yeah, still open MACD signal and the signal line. The MACD line and the signal line are still very open, and you're still looking at a potential increasing in the momentum again. Yeah. And this because if you dive here, you will see that after you get a slow momentum, you start to get another high momentum. And because of Elliott wave, it shows that yes, the possibility still there to be bullish. It gives me more confidence that this might, yeah, rally again a little bit, of course, for maybe a few weeks, maybe 2 weeks, but not 6 weeks, 6 months. Yes, we need a correction at the end, and don't forget we are at the top. Yeah, so and the same here. You're still open with the MACD lines. Yeah, despite that you are in the top, you still can range somehow. Now the daily, I would say, yeah, you see even a bearish cross. All right, so we gotta be careful. But the good thing is the opposite here, that the RSI is in the middle, and normally this plays as a support and as a rebound. So if Elliott wave says that yes, there is a potential for higher, you have to go much more with this signal here, yeah, and that this bearish cross might just be failing, yeah, or fake. Yeah. So, and then because look, it happens before many times. Yeah. It might happen again, especially when you start to see that you had higher momentum for the bullish than the previous one. So if you take this momentum, it is higher than the previous one, meaning you're still moving for higher, and the market's still full with bullish sentiments, and this momentum still, of course, lower than the previous one for the bearish. So it still can reverse very easily. All right. So this is if you want to dive a little bit deeper in the indicator analysis. But I always analyze it within the Elliott wave concept as primary always, because just you can read the indicators in many ways, honestly, but to be inspired with Elliott wave gives you much more clearer view for the indicator. All right, let's see the gold, guys. Sorry for the gold, for waiting. I think we spent a lot of time on indicators, so we have 25 minutes. All right, so for the gold, we're still looking at a 1, 2, 3, wave 4, and we're looking for a wave 5. Now, this wave 4 has reached the time, and it has reached the fib levels required, right? So both fib level 0.38, very deep one, and understandable because, of course, of the sideways wave 2, you would like to see an alternation here, a deep wave 4. Now, the question mark, is it done? Is it ready to move for higher? Sorry to say no. Okay, so it's not yet ready to move for higher. Why? First, the first reason, before thinking about anything else, like what is the scenario, what is the target, why I think still too early to say that we are bullish, that because of the three waves directly after this move downward. Meaning after the last low you got here, you got simply three waves. By getting three waves, there is only one possibility that it makes you bullish here, which is a wave 1 for a diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So far, this doesn't show it. Therefore, there is no way to be bullish yet. Okay? Now, this might be corrective, yes, in a bigger picture than moving bullish, yes, but we're not ready yet. Meaning, you are shifting here in kind of like an A, B, C, D, E. If this is your A, B, C, where we had it today, D, E, and then dropping down. And that means, of course, you have a structure here, whether it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know that this high has been taken again. Some platform did not. Some trading platform did not. That's why I'm considering it. Plus, different metals shows 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 very clearly. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Therefore, just as a scenario, okay, and just to be safe, I'm considering it also a possibility of an impulse. If not an impulse, therefore, and you topped here, it's hard to say honestly because this is a three waves. It cannot belong to this part. This is a different reason as well because it's not impulsive. It is a zigzag. It cannot finish this impulse, and this impulse is finished over there. That's why I consider this as a part of it. It can be even A, B, C. Okay, A rather than a wave 1. A, B, taking the high as an expanding flat and having a wave C downward here where you might have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it can be a very deep wave C and currently three waves down, and you're having a triangle and then having another impulse down, which it might be your A, B, and a C toward the downside. So for the gold, it's very clear for me since here. It doesn't matter to focus so much on the structure. Is it an impulse? Is it three waves? It doesn't matter. What it matters that you're still corrective and the trend is down right now and you're still looking for lower. And I think the triangle is playing here, guys. Right? A, B, and a C, another zigzag for wave C, failing to take the high, failing to take invalidation, Plus, even if we took the invalidation, don't forget that there is a possibility for a wave B here still, as three waves up: wave A, wave B, wave C, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Meaning, if we continue for higher and we take the 4,000 or around it, 4,040, that means, of course, it is very required for the 0.38 to be taken. Don't forget that we didn't took it yet. We didn't took the 0.38, which is minimum requirement for a correction in a wave 2 or a wave B. Now, the wave B can be 0.23, which is obviously it is right now, and we move, of course, for a wave C downward. By the way, here from this point, because we took only the 0.23, it gives me higher possibility that no, this is not an impulse. This is an ABC three ways down, and you got a wave B with 0.23, because wave 2 is not allowed to not take the 0.38, also is not allowed to be a triangle. How much beautiful is that? It makes sure that you are corrective and that we are moving for higher sooner or later. But we're still not ready. Okay, so I'm still looking for these blue boxes, all right, in confluence, and would like to see the reaction. Because these blue boxes, it start, of course, the first possible target and possible reaction from the market in confluence again with a 1-to-1 fib level. Because if you take like an ABC, for example, here as a 1-to-1 fib level with this one, and that means, let me check this one, A, B. Okay, yeah, I took ABC here, which, no, it should be changed, this one. Yeah, that is before my trip, I think, or an older one. So regular flat, wave C, yeah, it might be deeper, this one. But yeah, it might be deeper, 3,600, meaning like A, B, and a C, and then moving up. But don't forget that if this turns into an impulse, and this is a wave B of a zigzag, sometimes you might hit only the 0.618 of a zigzag, and not the 1-to-1 fib level. Let me explain. I'm gonna put this new one as well as a zigzag. Let's say, let's take it there and zigzag. Here we go. This is what I mean. So 0.618, 3,765, meaning a short wave C. Why this happens? It happens when you get a very aggressive move and very, very long sideways. So the market already kind of like, how to say, consolidate and gets a little bit more, less aggressive. It gets less aggressive. And then it finish up just with a very small wave C or short one, and then start to move for higher. So to be watched, guys. I would say these targets are very interesting, and the most interesting one to be watched is this zone. Okay, between 3,765, 3,800. And anyway, we don't need this anymore. We need only this. This is the most interesting area for the gold to see a reaction. If we get 5 ways up, 3 ways down, continuation, breaking the high, okay, yep, we're looking for a new high for the gold. This is exactly what we need there. So yes, it needs time, guys. Of course, it needs time. The market is not gonna give you everyday money, all right? It's not about everyday money. It's about when you get in, when you catch the right opportunity, and when you take benefit of it. To, of course, make money for the days that you didn't do money with it, right? So this is how the things has to work, guys, right? So that's why not every time and every day you have to enter a trade. I mean, no financial advice, but this is how I think. It's not about every day that you have to enter a trade and to think that, oh, I'm wasting my time, I'm not doing money. Yeah, so maybe you should try to find something else at this time, right? You can trade something else. So this is regarding the gold, guys. Let's see the silver 34-minute. silver. Okay, for the silver, which is much more clearer, I would say, from the gold, of course, because it doesn't have the same volume and volatility. So we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 toward the downside and a very clear ABC three waves, right? And then followed again by a potential three waves down here, right? I don't see really a finished impulse over there, but it can be possible, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, and a 5. Yeah, it can be possible, but in case that it is an impulse, okay, you're still looking for lower. And that because we're looking here at a potential A, B, and a C. By the way, the wave B can be very, very nicely finished there. Regarding the time and the fib level, everything looks fine. Now, a better answer has been given in this move toward the upside, because when we dive inside it, you will see, of course, that you took here the 886, which is very, very low, right? And it can be an ABC over there unfolding, right? Now we have an impulse and another impulse and a correction, but with invalidation, meaning if you are impulsive here still, you are in a 1, 2, 1, 2, wave 3, wave 4, 5, 4, 5. If this is something impulsive, but I doubt it, guys. Okay, I doubt it. And of course, in this case, you have to watch definitely this invalidation of bullish here. Yes, invalidation of bullish starting from there. Okay. And then because if you are in a 1, 2, 1, 2, this is your wave 3, your wave 4 is not allowed to interfere with the zone 1. And that means, of course, if this happens, this is definitely a complex structure, meaning you have a zigzag finished, you have an X, you have another zigzag finished, we drop down. Okay, so it's a double zigzag W, X, and a Y over there, right? And of course, after a potential impulse here where you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a wave 1, wave 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, here is a question mark. Yeah, it's a question mark. I mean, if this is like kind of an impulse, maybe can be 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Yeah, you see here is a problem. Everything is overlapping. Nothing is impulsive, honestly. I don't see this as an impulse still. Yeah, I don't see it as an impulse. Probably, therefore, this gives me the idea here to be also in a triangle. So we gotta be careful with this one too. It might be the same as the gold. A, B as a triangle, and then we drop down later on. Okay, so this is highest possibility, honestly. And that because of this small waves that we just analyzed, which is not impulsive downward here. Yeah, because I need a wave 1 here. Wave 1 has to be a clear impulse. This is not an impulse. This is a three waves. Zigzag, meaning zigzag up, zigzag down, zigzag up, down, up, and we then move down for this area. All right, this is what's going on. It's gonna need time, guys. I think this area is very likely in a wave C. Wave B, unfinished. All right, guys, that was for the metals. Camel Blue, hello, buddy. Nice to see you. Yes, time will tell, Jimmy. That's very true. Time will tell. Very, very essential, the time, and to be very patient also with trading, guys. Always consider the time as well. Always. Raja, hello, buddy. Can you check Microsoft? Yes, you can see Microsoft. And Incredible Jackman, can I request NBIS? Sure, buddy. Shianzu, maybe this wave C of the wave B in silver? Maybe this is wave C of the wave B. Yes, also a possibility. Yes, it's the same as the gold. A, three ways up, three ways down. And you might be in a potential wave C as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But very hard to call it somehow because, of course, of the 886, like 1, 2. And then you have several 1, 2s. And then this wave 3 is kind of like still question mark. Unless, of course, we continue for higher. If you continue for higher, yes, definitely. And that is a good one, Xianzu. Invalidation of triangle given over there, $49.38. Meaning, if you take it here, you might be in a wave C for a wave B, right? A little bit higher. Yeah, but of course, nothing yet bullish because this is your lowest low and you move in 3 ways up. Now, the only bullish scenario that it can transform to it is a leading diagonal. And that means, of course, that this is your wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If this happens also, but we need time to bring this scenario to life. Yep, so currently we're still corrective so far. Bhuvan. Hi KG, I'm really appreciate your commitment to World Life. Thank you, buddy. I also love it, honestly. I love the live stream every day. And I try my best always, of course. We're gonna try my best. Don't forget to support, to like, to share. Here we go. Let's start now the machine, the marketing machine. No, really, seriously, thank you very much, guys. You are really incredible, beautiful community. I love you all, guys, and thank you for your support always and your kind words. All right, guys. So let's move on with Nvidia. So Nvidia, here we go. Nvidia. What is it? Okay, just type it. My list is getting very, very big, and even I feel like it's useless to have a list full with the things because you cannot find the things anymore. It's almost the same. Better to type it. All right. Okay, so let's see Nvidia. Yes, Arcane MP is already on the list. That's true. And Duolingo. Yes, we can see Duolingo. What an app, Duolingo. I used this app very, very long time ago. Like I'm talking maybe 2015, 10 years ago. Yes. All right. So where are we in Nvidia? So in Nvidia, we are looking here for 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. The wave 5 is still unfolding, obviously, for Nvidia after a leading diagonal, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 here. Potential ABC for a wave 2. Your wave 1, by the way, is there. Wave 2 given, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Perfect target, by the way. Wow, that was from yesterday, I think. Yes. So we got the perfect target hit, right, for a wave 4, and we're looking for higher sooner or later. The target for Nvidia is still looking, of course, for the zone of $200 and above it. Yeah, $220 can be very, very likely. All right. Yeah, and then we still have several for 5. Why? Because you have a big 1, 2 here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a wave 3, and then 4 and a 5 to finish potentially a wave 1, unless that this wave 5 doesn't want to extend more and more. That's crazy, right? But yeah, we're gonna see at that time. We're gonna take it step by step. But so far, this is the first target that we might expect. It can, of course, move higher later on. Everything looks great. Nothing is invalidated. You're still in a very clear impulse toward the upside. Great. That was for Nvidia. Let's see Tesla. All right, for Tesla. Here we go. Okay, yeah, Tesla is struggling a little bit to move for this last push toward the upside. I mean, it is time. Okay, it end up here at kind of like a diagonal, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, which I believe that this is gonna, yeah, and you got the wave too. So yes, we're gonna turn this. I'm gonna remove it. Here we go. So we're gonna turn this into a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 to finally finish up here. Okay, I'm looking for the $520 or $16, if I remember right. Yes, $516. I'm looking for this inside this blue box. Yeah, so I'm still looking for this. Why? Because of course, from where this 516 came from, it came from your diagonal, the biggest diagonal that you have as a zigzag, and a zigzag. everything is done and finished almost, but you still have this small move toward the upside just to take the 500 one-to-one Fib level taken from A, B, and a C, finishing up your zigzag, plus at the same time taking the high, which is should be as an ending diagonal. So now, does the wave 5 want to move higher? Can be, yes, of course. But for me, not interesting anymore because, of course, it's an ending diagonal in zigzags, unfortunately. If this ending diagonals was finishing in impulses 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there was a potential scenario that you might turn in 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then you push very high. But yeah, there is not so much optimism, I would say, here with Tesla, guys. Yeah, and that because of the zigzags. If they were impulses, that would change, of course, the market view. Yeah, but yeah, it is what it is. So 516 to be watched for Tesla still. Apple at 45 minute 30. So for Apple, we are looking here also, yes, at our blue box. Very nice. Of course, we don't have any kind of expanding diagonal, which is the most rare case scenario. I believe the impulse is still unfolding there. We are in a potential here 1, 2, and you have another 1, 2, 3, 4. No invalidation. Wave 5 is unfolding extended for, of course, this possible wave 5. In a 1, 2 here, you have a big 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5. I think that I think that this can be taken here as a wave 3 even. And this is your wave 4, preferably. I know that it's not very clear, but here we go. This is much nicer as an impulse. So yeah, I think this is the case. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Your wave 5 is 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Can it be an extended wave 1? Yes. Yes, can it be? Because the wave 3 so far, it looks short. And you might have a shorter wave 5, so be careful. Yeah. Meaning 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Very short one might hit only the 1.618, and then you drop down here for the major wave 4 again, which is this one. Okay. So yeah. And we'll see, of course, after this. So basically, I would say even the ABC is out of the scenario here. I'm going to remove this. And I think something bigger is unfolding here for Apple. Let me check. So in a bigger view, here we go. We need to take a look a little bit. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Again, yeah, several 1, 2s. Now, why I took several 1, 2s here? Because of course it can be a one single impulse toward the upside, right? But what it is very suspicious here about it is the retracement that you got here. Why suspicious? Because if you are in a 1, 2 and this is your wave 3, your wave 4 is very, very shallow regarding the wave 2, which is very deep and very, very long in time, which it doesn't reflect both case scenario, right? The fib levels cannot be hit here, 0.23, and also the time is not hit as well. So therefore, it is very likely that you are in several 1, 2s here. I mean, very, very massive. Plus, what is interesting is that this is your wave 3, because very clear that this is the most impulsive wave. That means your wave 3 is over there unfolding. And you still have inside this wave 3, you still have a 1, 2, 1, 2, and you're still looking for 3, 4, 5. So currently, very likely that we are looking here for a wave 3, major wave 3. Yes, so no ABC here. I think this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 in double 1, 2. Yes, exactly what I think. So very interesting. We might see something really bullish for Apple. So still to be looking for, we'll see the reaction from there, $290. All right, that was for the main list, guys. And let's start, of course, with your special request. Let me just refresh and hydrate. 1 second, guys. All right, so we're back. So for the Discord special request, we're gonna start with MA, I think MasterCard, right? Yes. All right. So for MasterCard, all right. So in all-time history, we're looking here at 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 toward the upside. Now after this wave 5, you have 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, and a 5. Now this wave 5 is still unfolding as a 1, 2, and you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for your wave 3, which still potentially looking for higher, and that because you're still looking for a wave 5 here, and it might be something as leading diagonal or ending diagonal. We're gonna see, of course, what's going on inside it, but we're still looking for a wave 5 very likely there. Okay, if we dive inside it on the daily here to start to see some. Okay, so if we are in a wave 4, you're looking here for something for higher definitely. Now this is an impulse 1, 2. Okay, this can be also an impulse. So it can be a 1, 2 in wave 3, 4, and a 5, but I don't like the wave 5. So what if we are in a bigger correction? 1, A, B, and a C, or W, X, and a Y. Okay. This is very corrective. This is definitely very corrective. Nothing is impulsive downward. Okay. I'm very sure that we're corrective, and this has to be read in as 3 waves, guys. So what I'm gonna mark here is a 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5. And this is your W, X, and a Y over there. Okay. So there you go. And we're looking here for a wave 5 and a wave 3. So yeah, I'm still looking for higher, guys. Definitely we're looking for higher. If we are also in a diagonal, which is a second possibility, it is very likely, of course, unless copy paste, you bring it downward to the lowest low. Once the price breaks this trend line here, then you eliminate the triangle, the diagonal, sorry. All right. By elimination of the diagonal, therefore, you have to consider a new low, meaning W, X, and a Y or ABC, and then moving for higher. Okay. So I'm still looking for higher at the end. Nothing is very impulsive, especially from here anyway. Yeah. So we're still looking for higher, same targets, same scenarios almost. 52-minute, 34 MP materials. All right. Okay. Let's remember, where are we? Oh, this is a big drop there. Wow, big drop. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave A or a wave 1. We have a wave B or a wave 2, and then several 1, 2s, right? So these several 1, 2s, let's move inside them. We have 1, 2 here, and then another 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Not finished. Oh, it's an extended wave 4. Okay, so I will explain what happened. Oh, we already expected this. We have a wave C here. Yeah. All right. So we expected this, but even it dropped down more than the expectations. Something is wrong here. Something is not good with this MP. I don't know what are the fundamentals, but definitely breaking the 1.618 is not a good signal. Yeah. So we gotta be careful. So we don't have any kind of diagonals here, and 1, 2, of course, is out of the equation. But what I think here is that this wave 4 is expanding there. Okay, yes. And this wave 3 is coming from where? Oh, this should be a higher grade. Um, okay, I see. This should be there. This should be there. 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, and a 5. Yeah. So the things are still fine, are not so bad still for bullish because you did not took, of course, invalidation of the bullish here. You're still far from the invalidation, which is at $38.9, I would say, or I think, yes, $39. So yeah, you're still fine. And this move here, the impulsive one, I would say it is ready to be done and finished. So let me check. Okay, one more low. That means 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a wave 3, 4, and a 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 to finish it. Okay, you still have one more low. Unfortunately, yes, it shows a lot of weakness, but yeah, still not too early. Yeah, so still can move for higher exactly for a wave 4. Um, yeah, but be careful, of course. I mean, it's very clear. The key level invalidation is over there. Now, if you want to get more key levels, yes, this is a way forward. Yes. Breaking the zero point 0.5, which I think this is a target. Yeah. Breaking it, well, you gotta start to consider, okay? I think this one more low should return or reverse at the $50 zero point 0.5 fib level. First, very psychological number. Second, the lowest possible or uncommon target for a wave 4. Okay? So it should be. If breaking it is not good, it's not nice. So be careful. Great. This is for MP. So PEP at a 56 minute. Pepsi, right? Okay. Let's see. What's this one? Okay. So for Pepsi, we're looking here for wave 1 or a wave A. We have wave B or a wave 2, and we are looking here at, of course, an impulse toward the upside as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Now, after this wave 5, oh, wow. Okay, that's nice. Target hit, but I think we already analyzed this before, right? So I think this is older, yes. The label are nicely adjusted. So yes, we saw this. So the target is hit already, and we see, of course, an impulse toward the upside. In this impulse toward the upside, we see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 1, wave 2, and potentially continuation toward the upside again. So I believe since the target is hit here for Pepsi, it can be, of course, a longer time, but I believe that even if in a longer time for a correction, you might still bound a little bit higher. Why? Because of this impulse. So if you are in A, B, and a C toward the upside, you might still be in a wave B and then dropping down. Remember my rule always, or the guideline for KG trading: 5 ways up, 3 ways down, breaking the high, confirmation for bullish. Did we got it? Well, you got everything except breaking the high. So if we don't break the high, which it should be, right? It should still be moving for higher. Once you break it, that is your confirmation, okay? And in this confirmation or after it, what you would like to look at is the one-to-one fib level. Once you look at the one fib, it means yes, it might be a short trade for you guys. Meaning by taking the high, it might be a short trade till there, right? But maybe the price is gonna continue for higher, and it's gonna continue impulsive, turning this impulse into 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 continuation simply toward the upside, meaning new highs for Pepsi. Therefore, key level, of course, to be watched. Plus, I'm gonna add it here. Let me add confirmation a little bit more decisively than the one-to-one fib level. Confirmation for higher. Yeah, so above the one-to-one fib level. Okay, where you would like to see, yeah, 170, around the 170. Yep, so these are the possibilities for PepsiCo. Do we have a target here anyway? We're looking for a wave 5. Since the wave 3 is given, yes, we can give a target. We can give a target. Interesting. But yeah, later on. Maybe 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 4 5. Well, can be also a possibility, but yeah, not yet, not yet. So the target for this wave 5, in case we're moving for higher here, let me go a little bit 2 weeks. All right. It's a major target, guys. So it might be wave 1 or here we go. 5/1. Okay, I think we need to, yeah, remove. Just go linear, guys. Go linear with the target here. Okay. Of course, because fib level in the logarithmic is very, very high. Yeah, it looks because of the very high volatility in Pepsi with the trend up. But yeah, it can be, of course, it can be logarithmic later on. But let's watch, of course, this one first, right? So, in case you are bullish, of course, in case we get the 1-to-1 fib level, we get the confirmation for higher 170, then yes, you can move for higher 266. All right, so that was for Pepsi. Let's see LMND at 1 hour, 1 minute. Okay, LMND. Here we go. Lemonade. All right. Okay, it's a new one, very fresh. I mean, yeah, I know that it has been weeks here, but you're still unclear there. What is this stock? What's gonna do? Does it have something promising? Is it a new psychology here? Is it the 886 that is gonna affect the things upward? A, B, and a C, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Um, yeah, still unclear, guys. Still unclear. You have to be careful. It can be an A, B, and a C, which it can be finished very soon as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Maybe still extending, which is nice. But how do we get like sure that this is gonna be something good and something promising? Well, first, of course, there is a risk. Okay, so you have to accept the risk. You do your risk management here if you want to enter this stock. But to be sure that you're moving toward the upside and this stock is moving its direction to be positive always, um, you need to break the high. Very simple. Okay, you need to break the high, and unfortunately, you need to break not just the high, you need to break the 1.38, which is this one. Yeah, you need to move very high. Sorry, guys, but yeah, it has to move. It means like from the 580 and above, we start to confirm that this is a new psychology here moving upward. Otherwise, you are still in the risk of ABC. Here we go. You are still in this risk of an ABC plus. Don't forget that this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, meaning direction already given downward. But now, if the direction is gonna transform to something impulsive upward, which is still missing because you need the 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, by the way, preferably to break this level, then we talk very bullish about this one. But currently, you have a huge risk here, okay, for the wave B. This wave B can range from here until the 580 in an expanding flat. Yep, so A, B, and a C. And that's why it's a very, very dangerous and risky to trade a wave B. The most complicated one. First, the wave B, they have like a wide range of fib level from the 0.23 until the 1.38. And that's why I always mention, okay, guys, look for something already impulsive, that it has a data before, and that the direction of the market is higher. Because wave B are very risky. They can be WXYs, they can be something more complex, WXY, X, and Z. They can be flat, they can be zigzag, they can be triangle, they can be anything for a wave B. Therefore, very risky. Uncertainty. All right. That it for this one, guys. 1 hour 05. For Palantir, let's see Palantir. Okay. So for Palantir, we still, of course, here very bullish. I would say it's a very nice one, like the what I was saying before Palantir is exactly what you see here. This is exactly what we have. You got 5 ways down, impulse, but you got confirmation that you are very bullish by breaking the 1.38 somewhere here, definitely. By breaking it, okay, this new psychology is confirmed. Now, for Palantir, we're looking here at a wave 4 and a 5. Now, this wave 5 is still unfolding here. Yes, it's still unfolding as a potential, extended or ending diagonal. Yeah, so it can be. Wave 5, let me check even inside it. Okay, we need to clean up a little bit to see what's going on. Our target is hit perfectly. Okay, perfect hit for the target, and it looks like I was looking for the diagonal 1, 2, 3, wave 4, wave 5. Yes. Can it still be a diagonal here? Okay, I need to clean up, guys. I hate to look at many things. Okay, so targets hit. I'm gonna bring them back after just reanalyzing and make them much more clearer. So, but the target is hit in kind of, all right. Oh, you see, clean up always. 3, 4, and a 5. It's done. It's finished. This one, 3. Now let me check after wave 4. What do we have there? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. That is here is a lot of complications here. 1, 2, 1, 2, another 1, 2, and now invalidation. So yeah, something as diagonal here is unfolding. Let me check also 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. But wave 4 is longer. Okay, we gotta be careful with Palantir here because something very bullish also can be, but also can be very dangerous if it turns bearish in an expanding diagonal. Why? Because definitely if you are in 3 waves down, and this is something corrective, which I doubt it because it starts to look 5 ways up. But if it is a W, X, and a Y somehow, wave B is very, very higher than the expected wave B in an expanding flat. So you cannot expect ABC here. This is something impulsive and something moving for higher. Therefore, because of this, I have to consider a zigzag, another potential zigzag here, and another zigzag over there. And I think if this is an impulse, this might be an A, B, and a C, very, very bullish still for an expanding diagonal because this is how it should react. A wave 5 in an expanding diagonal has to be very high to make it perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Yeah, and this is an ABC. So my expectations are still even higher. Okay, this is a wave 5 here is true. Great. What I'm expecting here is a 1-to-1 fib level taken from this to there. Here we go. I'm still expecting the 265 as a wave 5 and an expanding diagonal, which is a most rare case scenario, but I have no other option here because of this. First, this is the first problem. Second problem is the overlapping, meaning I have to consider zigzag, 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 right? And that means, of course, expanding diagonal. No other possibility here. Unless 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, that's not possible, guys. All right. Plus AB, impossible. C as an expanding flat, also impossible. And this is very bullish, very high, meaning you have to consider something as a motive wave. Plus, target is hit. General target is hit. But I think it's still going to take the 1.618 and one more high, 265. Very nice for Palantir. Well, I mean, currently the stock market is all about AI, right? It's all about AI. So, very understandable. FMC, FMC, did I wrote right? FMC, yes. Oh, what is that? Okay. All right. No, it's not so bad. Okay, but this is, I mean, right now it is so bad, but in history it's not so bad. And that because you might have finished an impulse here. Um, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Your wave 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, interfering. But this wave 5 longer than, much longer. Wow. It's an ABC finish then. Okay. Be careful with this one. It's not looking good because also, I mean, there is something wrong with it, even with the end up here. Wave 5 is longer than wave 3, so you cannot count it really as an ending diagonal unless the ending diagonal finish up somewhere less here and then ABC, but what a wave C. Okay, I think we have to go very complex here, WX and Y. Very complex, okay? It's a WX and a Y here, plus also I don't see a wave 2, so that's understandable. I think this is an ABC, guys, three waves, and you're looking here also at three waves, WX and a Y finished. WX and a Y. What you got here, it can be very likely as well that you have kind of like an A, B, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. You see this? This is your diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, so here we go. Let me clear it, make it more clearer. So you have kind of an A, B, and a C. And okay, this is your wave Y. There you go. Yeah, this is what I think. And this drop is a confirmation. Be careful. It's a very, very impulsive. Very extended wave 5, which it might turn into wave 3. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 currently, but it might turn into 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. I don't know. Insolvency? What's going on with this one? Be careful, guys. Something fundamental, very bad is going on in it. All right, so let's see Microsoft. So for Microsoft, we are looking also at the 4-hour here. Let me see the all-time history first. So yeah, for Microsoft, we are in a wave A or wave 1 after an impulse. You have an ABC downward and continuation toward the upside impulsively. Now, after this impulse wave 5 here, you are looking at several 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, which is almost done. So you gotta be careful. Yeah, we gotta be careful with it. If we dive a little bit inside, let me check. Here we go. Yes, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Did we took the high? Oh, no. No, not yet. Okay. It looks like the triangle is still playing here. Because you didn't took the high, you took only the 886. It's a very, very triangular behavior, right? The 886. And this wave 4 is still unfolding. Okay, wave 5 still to be get sooner or later. I think this is an A, B, C, D, and an E, and then you move for higher. Okay, unless that this is gonna end up expanding diagonal, truncated, but how much rare is this? It's too much rare. Okay, but yeah, let's watch this. Now, if we take invalidation here of triangle for Microsoft, it might be at 495. That means you might dive a little bit deeper. Yes, it can be. taking the low as a regular flat 3 ways down, 3 ways up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then moving up again. But it's gonna stay inside this blue box. Should be, all right? So yeah, a little bit lower, but not yet ready to move down, guys. So much. I want to check something. Oh yeah, cool. NASDAQ is moving up. All right, guys. Let's see NBIS. 1 hour, 15 minute. NBIS. All right, which is NBIS. All right. Okay, so for this one, we are looking here. We did this one before. Okay, we have an potential 3 ways down: A, B, and a C. Probably finished. Yes, with a new psychology. Yes, very likely. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Yes, wave 3 has hit perfectly the target as expected, and we still, of course, we are after the 1.618. We're looking for a potential range here. Be careful, of course, from the triangle, but I think the triangle, let me, oh, it needs to be updated with a new high. And here you go. So I think that, yeah, we might, of course, even get the 0.23 here, $88. It has to be taken. ABC, and then you move up. Plus, don't forget the time here. Wave 2 is very long in time. You might range a longer time, okay, for a wave 4. But it's looking fine still, of course, as a bullish. Signal for something bearish is, of course, invalidation of bullish over there. Here you go. $43. But still so far from it, guys. You're still very, very bullish. Duolingo. So for Duolingo, we're looking for Duolingo. There you go. Right, for Duolingo, we're looking here at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 1 or wave A, then wave B given, and then 1, 2 in WXNOI. And we're looking also, yeah, it's still not finished yet. But definitely it is something corrective, despite, of course, the red. And I think it's corrective because of this, right? So something is not really, it's very complex here, okay? And of course, because of this, A, B, and a C, and you are in 3 ways up here. So if we are in 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 diagonal, can be very likely. And I think that you are very, very close to finish up. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. Double lows can be 0.5 here to 136. Or even it can be the perfection. So don't forget that the wave 2 can dive deeper and then moving towards the upside. But what I see is still, of course, very corrective and still very close to continue towards higher prices. Okay, to finish, at least, of course, this double 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5 can be somewhere in this area, 209, 230, and then moving for higher. Targets for Duolingo for the future. Well, we need exact wave 2, honestly, to be bottom there. But if we take it, let's say, from the 0.5 here as approximately, it can be, of course, around this area, 1,529. Okay, so it can be around this area. All right, guys. So yeah, that was it for today for the US stocks and for NASDAQ. Doc, can you show Pepsi in a smaller time frame? Is wave 2 already finished? Yeah, we can do this, but I prefer not to do very, very low analysis because we never end the stream. But oh no, of course not. You're not. I mean, um, even look, it's hard to get so much inside some stocks. Okay, so if you're looking here that if this is a wave 2 or not, well, even you cannot really see clearly the waves. All right, so therefore that's why also another reason that I don't really dive so much deep. The stocks are made, guys, for something at least medium term or longer term. So never really go so much short or with lower time frame. Just look at it from out of the box always, because it's very profitable. Yeah, it's very profitable when you do this. When you start to go inside it and so on, well, this will not really 100% work, even for me. Yeah, like 15-minute chart, if I go inside it, what can I analyze from this? Okay, I see a wave 3 there, right? I see an impulse probably there, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. But yeah, I mean, you cannot confirm that everything is perfect inside it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 can be one more low, yeah. But always look out of the box. Yeah, always. But yeah, can be closer to be ended. All right, guys. All right, I have to finish this. Sorry, Duck. Tree. Maybe next time we can take a look at Uber, but I need to trade as well. And yeah, thank you for being here. Thank you for your likes and comments.